Hello, we're bringing this to you live from Santa Monica, California. President Biden is going to be addressing the wildfires in the LA area with officials. We're going to bring this to you right now.
Everybody, good seeing you, sir.
One of those cups is a heavy one. They're on top.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, President Biden. Thank you for being here on behalf of the Fire Service. Last week, we began receiving reports from the National Weather Service about a significant wind event that was going to hit Southern California. This is not something that's a surprise to us in Southern California, and it was something that we were well prepared for. Based on those predicted conditions of wind gusts up to 100 miles an hour east, pushing offshore, we began increasing our staffing, local, state, and federal agencies. Hundreds of firefighters began moving on Sunday afternoon from Northern California into Southern California. My local partners began upstaffing their own fire stations, helicopters, fire engines, hand crews, to be prepared for an incident like this that occurred. Those resources were pre-positioned in counties throughout Southern California for an event just like this. And on Tuesday morning, the Palisades fire began. I'd now like to introduce you to Chief Crowley, who can touch on the Palisades fire. Chief.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. President. I'm here just to provide you a brief on 3 significant fires that have occurred within the city of Los Angeles. With that, I'm going to be focusing on the Palisades fire. That fire broke out yesterday morning around 10:30. We did pre-deploy a number of resources. We knew there was a potential for a significant threat to our constituents due to the weather event. High winds. I've never seen the winds in my 25-year career. So we leaned forward as much as possible and pre-deployed. With that, we had a significant amount of fire that occurred. We had an aggressive fire attack. The fire has grown from originally 10 acres to 10,802 acres as we speak. It's an active firefight with our firefighters, and they're doing their very best to protect our people within this area. Interesting enough, because of the winds and the low humidity, we had a second fire also break out, and that was the Hearst fire, which is just north of that area. Again, this was close to 11,000 acres. This is close to 500 acres that also broke out. The information that I want to share with you is also the significance of multiple fires in the area within the city, but also the county. That's the second fire that actually came out, and we're actively engaged in that firefight. The third fire then broke out this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, in which we have an active firefight there as well. We're working with our local jurisdictions, our state, regional, as well as federal. So we're doing everything we can to protect life first and property next. We'll go ahead and then pass this off to Police Chief McDonald. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Mr. President, it's an honor to be able to be here and be part of this and represent the men and women of LAPD and policing to support our partners in the fire service. What we saw here in the last 24 hours is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like this. Fires driven by the type of winds that we saw up to 100 miles an hour. Our role out there is strictly support, to be there for evacuations, to get people out of the affected area, to be able to provide for traffic control, and then crime suppression as the fire is fought, and some may come in and try and take the opportunity to go into these homes and steal from them. So we're going to be on top of that. I just want to say the relationship we enjoy here, in my case under the leadership of Mayor Bass, but all of our elected officials, is unlike I think anywhere else in the country. We are blessed to have the relationship between police and fire that we do here. Unfortunately, we do this kind of thing frequently, never to this level, but I can't say enough about how important that is. And as we go into the next 5 years with the Super Bowl and the World Cup and the Olympics coming up, it's critical that we maintain those partnerships. So thank you for this opportunity, sir.
Next up.
Oh, sorry. Let me introduce my partner from the County Fire Department, Chief Tony Maloney.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to be giving you an update on our Eaton fire, which is east. The county starts all the way up in Lancaster and goes all the way down to the Long Beach border. We go from the county line in Ventura all the way out to Pomona, 4,300 acres. So we have a fire east of the Palisades fire that began last night. It's called the Eaton Fire. It's currently 10,600 acres, 0% containment. We have over 750 firefighters on the line. Unfortunately, 2 people have lost their lives. Residents have lost their lives at the Eaton Fire. It's impacting tens of thousands of homes, not only in the city of Pasadena, but also the county area of Altadena. And we're doing our very best. We just had our out-of-state resources arrive from Arizona at the Eaton Fire to assist us. Last night, as the Region 1 coordinator, I contacted the Governor's Office of Emergency Services. We requested 250 additional engines into LA County with 1,000 personnel. We also are using our compacts with other states like Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. Firefighters from those regions are on their way down to Los Angeles County right now to assist us. So thank you for your interest. Thank you for your attention.
Governor has a declaration. Folks, the fact is that directing DOD, Department of Defense, to rapidly provide additional firefighting personnel and capabilities. Also, the California National Guard is adding 2 modular air firefighting systems units, and 2 more are being ready for the National Guard, the Nevada National Guard. And 4 more are coming from the Northern Command, and 10 Navy helicopters, water delivery buckets, are coming down from San Diego. We're prepared to do anything and everything as long as it takes to contain these fires and help reconstruct. Make sure that we're back at home. It's going to be a hell of a long way. It's going to take time. So we need the federal government's here to stay as long as it needs everything we need. As many of you actually haven't gotten that.
Quite the contrary. Mr. President, just first of all, that major disaster declaration being approved. Next level of appreciation on behalf of all the residents here in Southern California. As the Chief said, we have pre-positioned assets this weekend in anticipation of these weather events. The complexity of multiple fires, the likelihood of these weather events, this wind event will continue over the course of the next many days. Impacts of over 1,000 structures already that have been destroyed, 100,000+ people that have been evacuated, lives lost, traditions, lifestyles, places torn asunder. This means the world to us. And just publicly, because I think this is important, the President happened to be in the region, in town. It's impossible for me to express the level of appreciation and cooperation we receive from the White House in this administration. So on behalf of all of us, Mr. President, thank you for being here, and not just being here today. Thank you for being here since the minute of this incident, when there was a 10-acre fire less than 24 or so hours ago. Deep gratitude.
It's astounding what's happening. There's only one piece of good news. My son lives out here in Kuwait. They got a notification yesterday that their home is about to burn to the ground. Today, it appears that maybe still standing, I'm not sure. But the good news is, I'm a great-grandfather as of today. I was granddaughter. And I'm a baby girl, a baby boy. So I remember this day for about a long recess. Thank you, Brett.
Thank you, President. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We need to head out. Thank you.
Time to head out.
Thank you.
Perhaps you got ready.
Please start making our way
Can
to
you
the
help
car.
take
Thank
this
you so
court?
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.